What's going on, everybody? Gage here from Team Obey, and I'm here to show you guys my March 2012 ban list. I guess I can say Malefic Gravekeeper deck. This deck's been really good. It's taken out some of the top decks, including Inzectors, Chaos Dragons, and a few others, Wind-Ups, etc. This deck can be really competitive, and it's also a lot of fun to use. And some of the combos in it are just amazing. So, with that being said, let's get right into the deck list. First and foremost, three Gravekeeper Descendants. This is the main engine of the deck. This is the card that you always want to have. It's amazing. It's a 2,000 beater when Necro is on the field, and the fact is that you can tribute one face-up Gravekeeper you control, except this card, to destroy a card your opponent controls. So it's very broken. Next, 3 Gravekeeper Commandants. It's 2100 beater, or you can discard it and get a Necro Valley from your deck. So that's what I primarily use it for. So again, amazing card, helps get out Necro Valley, and that can help with other combos. Next, 3 Gravekeeper Spies. Flip effect. It's a pretty standard card in a Gravekeeper deck. You always want 3 of these. It's always a great card to have out. And with Necro Valley, it's got 20. Really, dude? And with Necro Valley on the field, it's got 2,500 defense. So it's always a good. Card for defense. Next, 3 Recruiters. Not much to say about the card. It's Gravekeeper Recruiter. When it's sent to the graveyard, you can take a Gravekeeper from your deck and add it to your hand. So then from there, from when it goes to the graveyard, take a commandant, discard commandant, take a Necro Valley, etc. Just the combos and the possibilities are endless. Then you got 1 Assailant. I run only 1 Assailant because I only run 1 Assailant because I've seen people run 2 and 3, and it seems like it's always a dead card in my hand. Whether it be like, it's just I always get him too much. Like, you can run 2 if you want, but I always think that 1 is just plenty because you don't really use him a whole lot in this deck. It's just a good 2,000 beater, and the effect can get around some pesky synchros. All right, next, the main beater of the deck. 3 Malefic Cyberends. Haven't gotten the 3rd one. If you have a 3rd one, message me, please. All right. So, Malefic Cyberend, you remove a Cyberend from your extra deck, special him from your hand. It's such a broken card. You have to have a field spell, though, or if you don't have... I'm getting the feeling you're doing this on purpose, you prick.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. So, with Skill Drain, you don't need a what do you call it? You don't need a field spell, so you basically just have a 4,000 beater on the field. It's a pretty broken card. Malefics work with this deck very nicely. And then the last monster is 1 Gale. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then for the spells, first and foremost, 3 Necro Valleys. You always, and I cannot stress this enough, want 3 Necro Valleys. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people post deck lists where they only have 2 or they even run 1. And it makes absolutely no sense because you need 3 Necro Valleys. It's the main card of the deck. It helps out Gravekeepers tremendously, and it also just destroys Chaos Dragons and so forth because they rely on the graveyard. So, amazing. Then we got Triple Duality, just speeds the deck up, gives it some draw power. Then you got 2 Gravekeeper Stells. Very good card. It helps get over Necro Valley, and you can get some of your Gravekeepers back from the graveyard. You only get them to your hand, though, so you would take, let's say you would go with, I always do this. I always make sure one of my cards is a commandant, then take commandant, re-discard them to the graveyard, and take a Necro Valley. So it's an easy way to get Necro Valley back on the field. 2 Royal Tributes. This card is so broken. I used this against a buddy of mine first turn, and I wasted my entire hand. The very last card in my hand, first turn, was Royal Tribute, and every single card in his hand was a monster. It's a broken card. Helps out a lot. Then we got the staple Dark Hole. You don't run a Monster Reborn because of Necro Valley. You don't run a whole lot of the staples that you're used to because you don't really have room. But a lot of these cards are just, they work out with the deck just fine. And then for the traps, you want 3 Skill Drains. Now I know I don't have them yet. I borrow them from a friend, and I'm gonna buy them off of him soon, I hope. Uh, 3 skill drains. This card is absolutely amazing, and it just demolishes so many decks like 6 Sams and so forth. Because pay 1,000 life points, and then all face-up monsters on the field cannot activate their effects, and it's just a broken card. Pay 1,000, and then you're stuck basically with your Gravekeepers. You're stuck with a bunch of 15 or 2,000 beaters. So it's still a very nice deck, even without effects. The Solemn Brigade, pretty self-explanatory. You got Double Torrential. It's a pretty decent card. Helps get over 6 Sams whenever all they do is freaking special summon. Then 2 Compulse. I only run 2. I would run a 3rd, but I don't really have a lot of room in this deck. But Compulse, awesome card. I'll take that. Right. We got 2 Bottomless. Again, self-explanatory. 2 Dark Bribe. And a Mirror Force. So then that's it for the main deck, and then for the extra deck, I run, obviously, 3 Cybrands for Malefic Cybrand. Other than that, Cybrand has absolutely no purpose at all. On Stardust, for the very rare times that you can actually summon with level 8, sync level 8. And then Blackwing Armor Master. So it's just a nice beater, basically. Alright, and that is it for the deck profile. Leave me some suggestions on anything you would change or anything you might add to it or take out of it. And I'm welcome to all suggestions. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you later. Peace.